judge cry, blood and battle, leave the street side, in the gallows street, all the hope dies, death and sorrow, even crooks hide. Pick up your sword, fight for what's yours. No one needs to be around for you to be a hero now. So fight for your name, die for your legacy, write your own fate, live for eternity. When it all fades, you'll still be standing there, knowing your name went down in history. When the sky caves on tomorrow and you're bleeding, blood that's borrowed, pick up your sword, fight for what's yours. No one needs to be around for you to be a hero now. So fight for your name, die for your legacy, write your own fate, live for eternity. When it all fades, you'll still be standing there, knowing your name went down in history.
Spartans! What is your profession?
such crime, blood and battle, leave the street side. In the gallows, all the hope dies. Death and sorrow, even crooks hide. Pick up your sword, fight for what's yours. No one needs to be around for you to be a hero now. So fight for your name, die for your legacy, write your own fate, live for eternity. When it all fades, you'll still be standing there, knowing your name went down in history. When the sky caves on tomorrow and you're bleeding, blood that's borrowed, pick up your sword, fight for what's yours. No one needs to be around for you to be a hero now. So fight for your name, die for your legacy, write your own fate, live for eternity. When it all fades, you'll still be standing there, knowing your name went down in history.
Spartans! What is your profession?
All right, everybody, welcome to this match. I think I'm supposed to have something fancy in the background right here. I mean, this looks pretty fancy as it is. All right. Picks and bans coming out. We have Akali. Actually, these are backwards. I think Teemo's, I could swap that. Teemo's on the other side. And PSS is on the right side. Oh, I think I can also switch their scores. Well, that's not working, I guess. Oh, oops. Well, Teemo's coming in as 0-1, and PSS going in at 1-0. Both teams played early last week, and now we're going to be getting into week 2. Would be a good time for this. Let me see. Can I add in an overlay? How does that look? That looks awful. We'll just leave it like this. Right. It looks like we got a Shen in the top lane. That's going to be for Muffin Man. And then picks are coming through. They're just not populating right now. The picks keep happening. Let me just pull up. Let me refresh this. Can I refresh this? Aha. Oh, that did absolutely nothing though. Can I refresh it over here? End match. Okay. That did nothing. Well, it's a Shen in the top lane. Garen. Somewhere else. I'm going to I think I had the draft link somewhere, but the draft link was also messed up. So I mean that's not even gonna help me. Yeah, the draft link is dead. Thank you, Draft Law. Brought to you by Draft Law. So it's a Shen versus everyone. That is what's going to be happening here in a second. Shen in all the positions, Shen jungle, Shen top, Shen support. I think that's what we are going to be looking at. Actually, slowly loading into game. Waiting for the spectator delay now. And once we're out of spectator delay, then we will know all the champs. We're actually going to have Shen top versus a Garen. And then in the jungle, it's actually Ivern for Teemo and Warwick over there for PSS. In the mid lane, we will have Anivia versus Ziggs. So that should be pretty interesting there. Both players just looking to farm up right there. Jinx versus Misfortune in the bot lane, and Jinx Braum versus Misfortune Rel. So some pretty hefty, tanky supports. I like the Braum into the Misfortune. Usually a very nice pick to kind of just lock them up. I also like the Braum, Anivia, Ivern, Shen to really lock down the Warwick. The Warwick is going to actually be a little bit of the problem, I believe, for this game, because it's going to just, there's so much lockdown for a Teemo that they'll be able to just stop the Warwick a lot. They got stuns. They got so many stuns, a taunt, a root. So Warwick getting onto the Jinx is not. I think they have a tough way to kind of like engage onto Teemo here. So, that's my analysis of this draft. And I would pull up this draft if it worked, but it don't work. You see, can I try this? Properties. Nope. Wait, actually, maybe. All right, try this. Nope, see? Completely black. It's not even the right team names. All right, sorry about that. We're just stuck here. We're about to load into games, so we're not going to be stuck here for much longer, which is nice. All right, loading up. In the top lane, it's going to be Lynch Draco versus Muffin Man. In the jungle, we have 8 p.m. versus Bro Swagula. Simino Moss will be taking on Human Bane. Empirical versus Stitch will lock down the bot lane ADCs. And then Onyxius versus Wandering Monarch for the supports. Right, there we go. Match of the week. It will work. Immediately stops working. Oh, this is the wrong thing. Please, I can fix that. That's an easy one. Boom. That is big. Fit to screen. That's not what I wanted at all. Oh, I need to do this. That was stupid of me. Hopefully nobody has died. All right, we're live. There we go. Not much happening at the moment. Just some trades in all the lanes. Got some jungle tracking happening. Actually, Zig's doing some good work in the mid lane. And engage onto the Jinx. Stunned up there is going to go Rel, but good trade from Misfortune to really stack that damage there. We can see PSS looking strong right now. Good starts in all the lanes. Pressure winning in all the lanes. Sorry, I'm going to switch this up. Wait. Oh, just spinning. Garen. Oh, but takes 2 turret shots on the flash. That's going to be first blood to Shen. Oh my gosh. The second turret shot, and he blows his flash as well. Oh my gosh, Lynch Draco. That is going to hurt. Now Shen's going to be able to pick up all of these CS here, freeze the wave, come back, and it's going to be perfectly fine. All right, now we have this. Switch these up to summoner names. There we go. Actually, we have APM looking forward. Caught out by Wandering Monarch. They see him going. Simino Moss is going to come over for this. Wandering Monarch is here as well. Gets the lockup, but APM is able to flash the wall. Perfectly timed on the ward there. And other from the misstep from Lynch Draco, it's going to be a good look right now for PSS still. It's only that misstep in the top lane that's hurting them. Simino Mas taking a good trade. I don't think he's recalled yet from the mid. No, he has not. You can see human Bane has actually recalled and teleported back to lane. You can see Simino Moss is actually going to match it. Neither bot laners have reset. But this is actually APM versus and Muffin Man coming in, pushing Lynch Draco under the turret. And we have first Drake spawning here in about a minute. Our junglers are on opposite side clears right now. And some damage coming into the mid lane already. Simino Mas gonna take a plate here. Getting that tasty crust as he pushes Human Bane back. Actually, he brings Human Bane closer, dodges very well there. Human Bane losing half of his HP. He does proc the passive, but that is tough coming back to lane. And now Bro Swagula feeling the confidence now with the mid lane lead here. There's some fighting in the top lane. Bro Swagula is going to keep going. He is going to get walled off. And Lynch Draco and Muffin Man trying to keep things interesting in the top lane. Lynch Draco has a 7 CS lead. But he's down. But the rest of his team, PSS, really cleaning it up. Simino Mas getting some big trades in the mid lane. Muffin Man's going to actually dash forward. He's going to take a lot of minion damage. He gets out of range now. Pushing Lynch Draco off of the wave. And Human Bane, he's got to be careful. He's got 2 lives. He's got the egg, but it's going to be rough. And Muffin Man, I love the positioning here from Muffin Man. He is zoning Lynch Draco off of this wave. Needs to keep up this pressure. Build up his own CS lead. Lynch Draco now level 6. Sends in the Ignite. And in the meantime, the rest of PSS is going to be taking the Drake. So PSS already 400 gold lead. Okay, Wandering Monarch. He's going to have to get away. He does have the Shattering Crash. The Crash Down. Knew it was something like that. And he's going to keep looking forward. The exhaust comes out onto Wandering Monarch. The heal's in there. Empirical's going in, gets a, and then on the other side, Muffin Man gets one as well. Empirical, he has to get 2. He does clean it up all the way for Teemo. Teemo's getting several kills. Shut down for the Ziggs from the downtown. And the map just blew up, and Teemo take 3 kills quickly. 2 in the bot lane, 1 in the top lane. And if it wasn't for a comet from Simino Mas, it would have been disaster for PSS. Human Bane going in. He misses the stun. Pushes forward. APM is now here with him, but Human Bane low on the mana. Muffin Man going for a big trade here. Doesn't want to keep going into the Conqueror. And Lynch Draco finds himself 0-2 to start this one. We see that the grubs are spawning here any second. There they go. And Warwick is actually deploying onto the map. At the same time, PSS really wants to take this fight. Simino Mas at half mana. And they're really setting up the control at the moment. Bro Swagula's coming in. Human Bane getting chunked out early. The shield's coming out. Human Bane has to flash away. And the ult from the Warwick actually catches Simino Mas. He can't get forward. And Muffin Man comes in with the ult, but Bro Swagula is able to clean it up. And the fight for it is actually really good for PSS. PSS really important getting that kill back. good control deploying the rail back up to the map, really wanting to control these grubs. It was on vision, so they knew it was happening. Human Bane knew they were in the bush, did flash away, but the egg comes out after the Warwick ulti. There was a Shen ult on top, but just wasn't enough to really negate all the damage that they were able to produce onto the Anivia. Now that's going to be no passive. And the lead is actually 1500 for Simi no Mas in the mid lane. Now we can see Teemo actually getting back into the lanes after purchasing. Wondering Monarch is finding the Braum. And they're not letting it happen again. All of Teemo is here to really control this area, but they are losing a lot topside as this lane is crashing pretty hard. Muffin Man does not have teleport available. Neither does Human Bane, so they are going very hard for this Drake, and it was almost stolen, but the smite is clean for 8 p.m. And the engage coming out, they do find a Warwick, and the Warwick is able to ult away barely before the traps activate. And Lynch Draco just taking all of the jungle camps. Should be focusing on this tower, but the Simi no Mas though, he sees did not think that he could actually get away there, decided to just take a million turret shots. And APM is able to secure that kill as his mid laner falls. So both mid laners falling. And Lynch Draco just zooming away, sees Muffin Man. As he's got a comfortable CS lead now. Wonder Monarch flashes forward, gets the lockup, the ulti coming out, the Braum shield is able to negate it all. And Empirical trying to push forward, and Stitch 810 is able to secure the kill. Empirical trying to get something back, wasn't able to. The Braum shield was able to block a lot of the Misfortune ult. But the lockdown was too much between the Rel and the Warwick. And now APM invading, but Lynch Draco, he's got a ton of damage, misses the flash. APM is able to get away though. The ult and the ignite not able to do enough, and Simi no Mas is able to get another plate. Still a close game despite individual leads in the mid and top. Empirical is looking like he's getting further and further ahead in the bot lane. And that was just slowed down a little bit by his most recent death. And he actually does not even know that Broswagula is behind him. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Does Broswagula have ulti? No, it does not look like it. Okay. Come on. Go Awu. He went Awu. He's coming in. He's getting locked down. The fear comes out. The ulti comes through. Empirical trying to sidestep, but it's too much. And now Onyxius is trying to come in, but the dive is going to keep going forward. Wondering Monarch is going to fall, but that's a Braum for a Rel, and 2 kills going over to PSS as they get comfortable 2k gold in the lead. And that is 2 deaths for Empirical. That is going to be a tough moment as he is losing that lead. He was 1k up, and now it is dead even between the ADCs. Lynch Draco just waiting for that toppler turret to fall. Same for Simino Mas. He's going to take some damage. Knocks Human Bane out of the ulti. He's trading back. Shield comes in from 8 p.m. over on the side. More shields coming in from 8 p.m. And it looks like PSS is gearing up for this Rift Herald right here. And again, Stitch is feeling... Stitch is alone, but the Warwick, this is actually... With the Rel in the mid lane, I'm sure Teemo is thinking that... the Warwick was topside getting ready for the Rift Herald, but he does show on a ward. And actually, they're looking. The Ivern, they find him. He's able to get away. Lynch Draco. He's got Ignite. He's got ult available. Muffin Man at half health. He's keeping an eye on it. And that's going to be first turret going over to the side of PSS. But now Bro Swagula didn't know that the rotation was coming out. He is able to ult away. The huge damage coming in from Simino Masa. Stitch is here as well. Empirical over the wall. They find their targets. Empirical falls. Onyxius is going to die as well with the ADC. Wandering Monarch is pushing all the way forward. Human Bane, no summoners available. He's going to get chased down. And Bro Swagula pushes him back, and that is the egg as well, and the gift going over. Nope, not to Stitch. Bro Swagula is going to take it, and in the top lane has fallen as well. 6-9. PSS have blown up this game, have increased their gold lead by 3,000, and they are now taking their second Drake. Two turrets, a Drake. Almost a third turret. Yep, he might knock it down. There it is. Gets the passive drop on it as well. The Drake. Two turrets and Lynch Draco taking the Rift Herald. Everything is going to the side of PSS at the moment. PSS saw an opportunity to really break this game open, and they executed flawlessly, taking everything they could on the map. And with this lead, it's going to be hard for them to see them fall. Human Bane seeing, can he make some damage happen? Muffin Man ult onto him, and that's going to be a shutdown for Muffin Man. Human Bane's going to fall as well, but APM and Muffin Man are going to be able to get away. All right, a little bit of a misstep from PSS, but they still have a comfortable lead. Gonna have to track that. Empirical is gonna flash forward, and Onyxius, unfortunately, is going to take that kill. Oh, you do want that onto Empirical. The ult from downtown! Bro, Swagula smells the blood in the air. Is he gonna find two here? Onyxius is gonna be able to dash away, but he smells you. He has the scent. He is on the hunt. Bro Swagula, bite, swipe. Whoop when he gets some, Bro Swagula. Still a 5k gold lead. Swagula is gonna have to fight his way out again. Takes a bite out of Human Bane, but this was the step forward you don't want. Human Bane barely surviving with 1 HP. Stitch over the wall. But in the meantime, the mid turret is falling. Stitch doing a ton of damage there. Oh no, but Wandering Monarch, he's caught on the wrong side. He's wandered too far, but he does get Empirical with the help of Simino Mas. The crash down, keeping him in place for the ulti sweet spot to come in for Simino Mas. And Lynch Draco finds Muffin Man. Muffin Man actually taking 2 turret shots. Lynch Draco sets the Ignite down, the flash away from Muffin Man. And Lynch Draco brings down Demacia onto the Shen. And we have a Rift Herald in the top lane as 3 defend mid lane, but your turret's all the way back here. You're going to lose an inner turret. Seaman Omas is pressuring the bot side. This is an opportunity for them to really blow up their lead some more. There they go, get the inner turret. And they are really being pushed everywhere around this map with this pressure. The Drake spawning in a minute and a half. They're taking top lane. They're hitting mid lane. Wandering Monarch, he's able to get away. Gets a bit of a fortunate look there, but goes the wrong way. Empirical finds him. That's going to be a kill for Empirical. But Simino Mas, he's just left alone in the bot lane. They're getting kills, but they are immediately put under pressure on the other side of the map at the same time. So PSS playing the map very well. Everything they give up, they are taking more in return, and they find themselves at a 6.4 gold lead. You can see a 4,000 gold lead in the mid lane, 2,000 in the jungle, 1,000 in the top for Lynch Draco. In this misfortune, even though it's 1,000 gold down, doing a ton of damage when they fight as a team. And that next team fight is going to be happening here in the next 30 seconds. Lynch Draco's actually finding a Nixius. Nixius, he's pretty tanky. Wandering Monarch. Empirical's trying to do as much damage as he can in the backside, but pushed away. Wandering Monarch and Lynch Draco feeling very comfortable after that pick. And Empirical's not going to be able to get through. Broswagula pulling it out. You actually see the Shen TP to the top lane just to get something for his team, but there's only 3 minions here and too many plates to grab. Simino Mas is there on the rotation. Oh, Muffin Man misses the taunt. Simino Mas just walks right on by. And Empirical still has a gold lead, but he is the one who's going to have to win this game, and it's not going to happen if he's getting caught in the mid lane. Broswagula does come up from the position of strength on the bot side and misses the ult on the other side, but they are going to find a Braum, and Lynch Draco is going to sweep that one up. But there is no vision available for Teemo, and this is exactly the path that Broswagula found Empirical. And this is on vision, but all they can do is watch as it happens in their face. They have no way to enter this. And Empirical spawns now. He's going to be the one who has to do the damage. He's going to have to get the shields. He's going to have to get the Shen ult. He's going to have to get the Ivern shields. He's going to have Braum on top of him with the Knight's Vow. But if they never find 5v5s, Teemo has no way to win this. Big control here. They know, Teemo knows that PSS is all over here. He didn't, and APM is just trying to clear a ward on his own, and he's going to fall. And Lynch Draco flashing forward, great flash. He finds Empirical and brings down Demacia. And Onyxius is not able to keep his ADC alive. Empirical trying to do any sort of damage, but Lynch Draco flashing, ulting, igniting. And that is going to be a dead Jinx. And now they are 2-3. Muffin Man trying to get the taunt flash onto Stitch, but it doesn't even matter. The flash away from Stitch. And they should be taking some turrets here. We see Lynch Draco on the bot side. He's actually going to find an egg. He's going to make some scrambled eggs here under turret. That's actually pretty good. And in the mid lane, Stitch is going to be able to kill Muffin Man. Human Bane is actually going to be able to push Lynch Draco back, but only for a moment. As the rest of PSS are marching forward, Lynch Draco is going to start hitting the bot lane turret. The fight is breaking out. Wandering Monarch finds 3. Broswagula gets Human Bane. Simino Mas is going to be able to drop the ult. And Lynch Draco going under the fountain as his team still hasn't won the game. And they are going to have to disband at the moment. Take the TPs back. And Lynch Draco feeling a little bit too feisty there. But that's okay when you're 12k gold lead. They're going to be resetting, probably picking up this Soul Drake, Infernal Soul with their lead. And it looks like PSS are about to come in on the victory march. Broswagula finds Onyxius. Stitch is going to be here to do some damage. Wandering Monarch trying to find the lockdown. And from downtown, Simino Mas does not connect with anyone. Lynch Draco is going to be able to TP forward at the moment. Oh, but that's actually going to be a little bit of a root. Some good damage onto Simino Mas. He's stunned up. Broswagula is going to have to take some of this damage. This is what they need to do. This is how their fights have had to look. They finally find the looks. Muffin Man, you have to get in here. Look for the angle. And PSS is on the run, forcing Onyxius to come into them. Teemo is going to have to look for this. That's going to be 2 going to get locked up by Simino Mas, or sorry, by Wandering Monarch. And the ulti from the Misfortunes going to get blocked. Empirical is still alive, but the... Oh my gosh, he was caught by the Warwick. But don't look at your base, Human Bane. He's going. He knows what's happening in his base. The extra damage, Simino Mas hit the turret. He gets it. But they do lose the Drake. They do lose the fight. But they find an open Nexus. Way to be on your toes, Human Bane, as you have stalled this game just enough. They find the pick, they find the damage in the mid lane, they push them back, and they take 5,000 gold for themselves. They still have no outer turrets. But they still have a Nexus. They still have a fight ahead of them. And if they fight 5v5 like they just did, they have a chance. Taking the bot lane. Nothing available in the top lane. They have the tools to stall this out again. We see that Teemo's inhibitors will be respawning in the next 2 minutes. This game can end in the next 2 minutes, or it can stall out for even longer, and that's exactly what Teemo's looking for. Oh no, but Muffin Man's getting a little bit caught out here. Stitch is able to flash away. Lynch Draco's trying to find the fight, but this is not a good look. And Simino Mas, he does a ton of damage with Stitch. It is hard to see who's winning. It is 2v3. Empirical, though, is still alive. And he still has APM. The Iron is still able to provide the shields. but it is 2v3 and PSS are feeling pretty good. The pokes are going to be able to come out. Extra damage there from Empirical. There's only 2 minions at the moment. Lynch Draco is going to start hitting this Nexus, and they find Empirical. He goes down, and that is going to be the game going over to PSS. Teemo had a chance. There are a couple opportunities there at the end, but they were down so far early that it made it very difficult for them to come back. All right. We are going to load up here. Into game 2. And we're going to take a moment as PSS has won that game, and we are going to go to a short break as we get into game 2.
Through the shadows where the judge cried, blood and battle paved the street side. In the gallows, all the hope dies. Death and sorrow, even crooks hide. Pick up your sword, fight for what's yours. No one needs to be around for you to be a hero now. So fight for your name, die for your legacy, write your own fate, live for eternity. When it all fades, you'll still be standing there, knowing your name went down in history. When the sky caves on tomorrow and you're bleeding blood that's borrowed, pick up your sword, fight for what's yours. No one needs to be around for you to be a hero now. So fight for your name, die for your legacy, write your own fate, live for eternity. When it all fades, you'll still be standing there, knowing your name went down in history. cry. Blood and battle, leave the street side. In the gallows, all the hope dies. Death and sorrow, even crooks hide. Pick up your sword, fight for what's yours. No one needs to be around for you to be a hero now. So fight for your name, die for your legacy, write your own fate, live for eternity. When it all fades, you'll still be standing there, knowing your name went down in history. When the sky caves on tomorrow and you're bleeding, blood that's borrowed, pick up your sword, fight for what's yours. No one needs to be around for you to be a hero now. So fight for your name, die for your legacy, write your own fate, live for eternity. When it all fades, you'll still be standing there, knowing your name went down in history.
Spartans! What is your profession?
All right, we are up and running here for picks and bans. Hopefully this is going to work this time beyond just the bans. We get to see more than just one pick. That would be pretty cool this time. See the same bans coming out as game one. PSS are taking game one of this best of 3 series. Timo had a lot of opportunities for Empirical to do very well. He had a lead in the bot lane. It was just took a long time for them to come online, and by the time they did, their base was in tatters. So I think that they'll have the same ideas coming out. Silas is going to be for See Me No Moss in the mid lane. And Seraphine and Echo picked up on the side of Timo. Like the that extra engage power. And Urgot's going to go over to Muffin Man into Lynch Draco's set. Lynch Draco very comfortable on the set. But can struggle into the Urgot. So the Urgot was actually the last pick for the side of Timo. And I really like that look of them, getting the counter pick for Muffin Man. But he has to be able to like pilot this well, because if Lynch Draco gets on you, like that could be a really tough time for Urgot in the, especially around like the first like level 6. None of your business. No more woos. We don't have work anymore, so a woo is out. Actually going to be a Poppy for Wandering Monarch in the support. So like I can see that the Vayne locked down the Urgot, the Echo. But Poppy with Smolder, I don't think that is this bot lane for the side of PSS seems pretty disrespectful into the side of Vayne and Seraphine. Empirical probably gonna pilot that very well on the Vayne. Has the Seraphine to like back you up, Maokai to peel. Maokai. Oh, it's an Echo mid. Oh, I see. I see. Interesting. At least I hope it's an Echo mid. I think it'll be an Echo mid. Because anything else would be very strange to have in the mid lane. Maybe not Seraphine. Nunya Business thinks it's Seraphine mid and Echo jungle. Could be Seraphine top. Who knows? Maokai support. Could be set support Poppy top. Just waiting for the spectator delay to die down. And then we're going to load up into this game. Got 1 minute remaining. Then we're going to get into this. Got about 3 seconds. Here we go. Loading up. There's so many pictures. Right, up and running. We got Teemo picking up the red side here. PSS over on the blue. Muffin Man taking the Urgot into the set. And it is Human Bane piloting. I don't know why I always have to switch this to summoner name. But it is Human Bane piloting the Seraphine mid with Maokai support. Oh, I gotta swap the teams over on the profile. Hide those real quick. Alright, game, don't do anything. Oh my god, Simi no Mas. He's taking a ton of damage. That's the opposite of doing nothing. Okay, Simi no Mas though comes back on the Seraphine. Oh my god, I made him the same. Oh, Human Bane. He had such a big poke in the mid. Blue side is PSS. I got that right. Wait, no. Yes, I had that right. But red side is Teemo. Boop, boop. There we go. Like it when things work out. Muffin staying on the outside of the range, but falling low on the mana. Bro, why are the pictures wrong again? Hey, the pictures are there. Can we just like chill? Because I actually have this backwards. Alright, anyway. Red side is Teemo. Wait, that is right. Why aren't the pictures right? Blue side. I can't. Watching, I'm not even seeing deaths right now because I'm so worried about these pictures at the bottom. That is backwards. I don't even know why it's not working. I have the files selected right. But APM is able to get away. Wandering Monarch not going to be able to follow him. And Empirical is trying to get... Bro, Swagula, he does get him in the end. Onyxius is going to possibly get away here. A little bit of a stack for Stitch. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap to this. I'm going to swap back. This. Ooh, fancy. Back to this. Ooh, fancy. Did it work? It did not work. Kimono Moss getting a good trade, but Human Bane able to poke it back. And Draco getting onto Muffin Man. Muffin Man missing the trade on the way out. And Lynch Draco is level 6 to level 5 Muffin Man. He sees an opportunity. The ulti does not get buffered. The big W flash away from Muffin Man. He's almost level 6. He needs to get level 6 off of this wave and push this advantage now. But he has no mana. Level 6 comes out. Muffin Man is very aware. Lynch Draco flashing forward. The full confidence comes in. And Muffin Man thought he had reset. But he was just waiting for him to crawl forward. And Lynch Draco finds a kill and some plates in the top lane. Huge ult from Human Bane, but is not enough to turn the fight. But is it enough to save the Drake? Yes, it is. The push forward comes out. Nixias gets one. Empirical gets one. And that is it. That's exactly what you want. A 3-1 Vayne 6 minutes into this match. An Empirical gets one, another one. Oh, the flash fail and double kill, the trade back. Double kill for Stitch, double kill for Empirical. And both these ADCs are accelerating into this game. There, are the fans happy? That's one way to do it. Okay, Muffin Man is going to get one pullback, but Simino Mas is going to steal the ult and take him into his own grinder. And this is going to be Lynch Draco and Bro Swagula taking those grubs for PSS. The game is still very close, but Empirical has 5 kills. Simino Mas not able to connect with the chains. The abscond is there. Human Bane just trading back. Oh no, again. Lynch Draco sees the angle. He wants to fight. He's calling the jungler up from behind. Hurry up, Bro Swagula, finish those. Lynch Draco sees the angle. There's a fight in the bot lane. There's a dive in the bot lane. Oh, and Empirical is going to get a couple of kills. As they find Muffin Man in the top side, though, Muffin Man is going to fall. And a dive in the bot lane as well. And Stitch was able to get one onto APM, but 2 more for Empirical. Or just 1 more for Empirical. Okay, the engage forward for Simino Mas. He does pick up the Maokai ult. But Drake is still a minute away. APM finding Bro Swagula. Swagula's okay. Muffin Man getting a good toss back. Lynch Draco gets the lockdown and a couple punches back to the face. Simino Ma saw Anixius come the other way though. He has Stitch over the wall. Stitch is going to call for Mom. Nothing doing for them. A long force from both sides, but this Drake is spawning for 45 seconds. Both teams trying to find something to make this Drake a little bit easier. Lynch Draco not getting the pullback. APM again looking for Wandering Monarch. Picking up some of that extra CS for himself. APM sees Stitch. Cancels the recall. That's pretty good. He's got some gold in his pocket. Yeah, he's got 1,000 unspent gold for this fight. So this looks like it's going to be a Teemo Drake. Cleanly done from them. Setting up their recalls at the right time. Clean Drake. Getting out both sides. They don't need to fight at the moment. Doesn't matter what Wandering Monarch is going to do, but Bro Swagula sees an angle where he can push forward, sets the Ignite down. Empirical doing everything to save his support, and Empirical is still alive. APM on the backside, he went too far, flashes over the wall, and now the dive is going to be coming out. Call for Mom, and APM thought he had it, and Stitch getting the big shield from Mom is able to get the kill back the other way. And APM's going to fall. And now it's going to be on Nixius. He's going to stun him up. Bro Swagula might actually fall for that. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade under the turret. Going over to the support. But in the meantime, Human Bane never rotated over. They already had the Drake. Saw an opportunity to push here. Is going to grab 4 of these plates. Very good map movement from Human Bane. Sees that they already got the objective. They don't need to keep on fighting. They get out. Empirical survives. And finds a big push in the midway. But Lynch Draco on the long rotation from the top side. Human Bane, he's got nowhere to go. Is able to flash away. Gets the charm down onto 3, but not able to deal enough damage. And Lynch Draco teams up with Simino Mas. And that is going to be a kill going over back to PSS. And Empirical, 6 kills. He's been quiet for a couple minutes. Doing what he can. APM sees Simi no Mas. As things calm down for a minute, we do have a Rift Herald spawning here in about 40 seconds. And Lynch Draco sees an opportunity onto APM. He's going to push forward, but APM's going to get away just fine. Simino Mons is also pushing into there. If they can get Muffin Man to rotate over, this could be an opportunity. APM's going to have to ult away, though. Human Bane, he's going to get a little bit of damage. Bro Swagula is joining as well. The ulti forward from Lynch Draco. He sees it. He takes it. The extra turrets are going to fall onto him. But Human Bane, he's getting hunted down by Bro Swagula and Simi no Mas. And that's going to be 2. And in the meantime, Wandering Monarch is going to team up. And both ADCs are going to fall. Stitch and Empirical. Empirical does not get a kill, but I believe Stitch does. And Simino Mas is now going to start taking the mid lane turret. Actually deciding to take this Rift Herald fight. Lynch Draco, no ulti, no flash. Simino Mas, no ulti. APM, no, might have ults, kind of hard to tell. But Simino Mas has a flank on 8 p.m. He's gonna have to get away. Ulti's back to Muffin Man, but Wandering Monarch is here as well. 8 p.m. is gonna fall. Did have the ult. The ignite comes down. No kill. Meanwhile, that mid lane falls after the big push from Human Bane and the dive coming out. Empirical, he's getting a clean dive onto Stitch. Muffin Man having to get away from some of the damage from Lynch Draco. We see 7 kill Vayne. Pulling Muffin Man back, pulling him back again. He's got the W. And the Haymaker comes out for Lynch Draco as they take the Rift Herald. And this is going to be a top lane turret probably falling for PSS as they lost mid lane. So it's not first turret, but it is a lead in the top lane. 2,000 gold lead for Lynch Draco. Now we see the invade from PSS. And Wandering Monarch is actually going to pull APM back. The knockup. And Stitch is here. APM is trying to get away. The chase down is happening. And Human Bane's going to get locked up. But Simino Mas misses the chains. And Mom comes out for Stitch as he gets APM on the chase down. The mid lane is going to be chased down and dove. Human Bane 0-4 in the mid lane Seraphine. And PSS is opening the map. But 3 Drakes over for Teemo. They find themselves on Soul Point. This is a lot of trades back and forth. And right now, PSS finds themselves with a 1 gold lead. And nobody is defending the mid lane. The Rift Herald is called down in the mid lane. And this is going to be a 5-man push. But Bro Swagula does not connect. Onyxius is going to push them away from the mid lane as they get a turret in the top lane. Thanks to Muffin Man. And all of PSS is going to take 2 turrets and fall back. So this game, Teemo is finding a lot of trades. They're not just losing things. It's not just one objective. And the game falling apart. And now PSS find themselves only with a 3k gold lead. But their Smolder is looking pretty strong at the moment on 2 items. He's stacking. Let's do a stat check on him. 137. Okay, he's not really stacking. Stacking a little bit. Empirical feeling very strong at the moment with his 2 items. The ADCs are pretty even. The story of this game is the 3k gold lead for Lynch Draco in the top. He's going to have to find a good TP to join a fight. Stay aware of that opportunity. Wait. Oh my gosh, have I been casting these teams wrong this entire night? I'm so confused now. So the pictures were right to start? OMG. Oh, wait, no, that was, go back. So PSS is not See Me No Mas. Oh. I guess I should have looked that up beforehand. Okay. Okay. So PSS is... Wait, hold on. Let me just do this. Oh, wait. Let's catch the game. See Me No Mas is going to go for the dive. But he's going to get killed by the Vayne. And Vayne, Empirical just free firing. Double kill. Gets another shutdown. Not able to get the chase down. Wait, so PSS is Muffin Man. To Onyxius.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, I can't fix it right now. But there is a fight going on here. And the Drake is going to come out. Stitch is free firing in the backside as Empirical is getting chased down by 3. He now is going to get cut down by the Smolder. Smolder is going to get the Vayne. And Onyxius, he's going to have to get out. Oh, the slow and the connection from See Me No Mas. See Me No Mas is going to get him. Yes, he does. Wandering Monarch almost falls, but he does pick up the buckle at the end. Wait, hold on. I think I can do this. Nope, I couldn't do it. And finally, blue team is able to secure their first Drake and stop the Soul going over to Muffin Man's team. And blue team has a small lead, but it is very close. Empirical's got 11 kills. Okay, Wandering Monarch getting a little bit of a lockdown on Muffin Man. Groswagulas wants to keep it going. He finds the ult onto Empirical. Big follow. Empirical's going to get rooted up as well. Wandering Monarch is going to get Empirical. And APM is not able to dash over the wall. And Simi no Mas gets the kill as well. There's only 2 alive for the red team. Human Bane on Onyxius. Onyxius off on the side, getting locked down. Not able to get to his teammate. Human Bane trying to clear the wave. He is able to get something. And blue team is going to fall back to the Baron. They're not going to sweep it as they come on over. But Human Bane has... There's nothing he can do. As this Baron is going to fall. The reset. 2 minutes until the Drake. The push. Lynch Draco still with the 3k gold lead. And you can see the blue team is controlling the pot side area, wanting to keep Soul Drake out of the side of the red squad. Human Bane trying to get this bot lane push going, and you can see Stitch fully stacked now with 229. And the GA, but the push forward, Simi no Mas, he feels so strong, but he's going to get nothing. Empirical is going to get the kill. No follow-up from Stitch or Wandering Monarch. Simi no Mas taking too much that he can handle. And Lynch Draco going to get the flash out of Muffin Man. Muffin Man able to stay alive here in the top side. But is he able to clear the wave enough? Another wave is crashing. Blue team is going to be dropping back for this Drake here in a few seconds. And Lynch Draco gets the kill in the top. Empirical wants to come, but doesn't want to fight this set. Set has 3,600 gold lead in the top lane. The gold difference between a set and a 12 kill Vayne must not be very far right now. They find the Drake, do a little bit of a reset. Some staggered resets coming in for the blue team. And the fight forward, Simi no Mas is going to catch some of them, but APM is going to get the GA off the Smolder. The shutdown coming over from Muffin Man and the chase down. APM gets a huge shutdown onto the Smolder. That was a great angle from 8 p.m. Simi no Mas is actually taking too much these last two fights. And Empirical's very strong at the moment. They're going to be pushing it down. Muffin Man finds an excellent time to find his first kill of the game. Empirical is doing some damage now. Level 19 set versus level 15 Empirical. This Vayne is going to be hard to kill now. Where are they going? You already got a team over here? This way is going to take forever to get over here. They're just going to the side waves. Simi no Mas still thinks he's got some opportunities to push here. But now Human Bane's got a lot of gold. He had a tough early game, but he is clearing these waves very efficiently. He can drop some big shields, some big ults. But don't count out the blue team. They find Lynch Draco, but he's got a huge shield. The Haymaker comes out, but he's going to get killed. But the dive is coming out for Bro Swagula and Simi no Mas. Simi no Mas, they're going to kill Onyxius, but Empirical is just free firing. And 8 p.m. might fall on the backside. Muffin Man thinks he's got Stitch. Stitch is going to fall. Empirical is going all the way. And Wandering Monarch, he does get the kill, Bro Swagula. He is running away, but they are able to get Empirical. And that was the important kill at the end. I thought Empirical might be able to thug it out, but one last punch from the Vi, and he goes to the fountain. These fights are extremely close for both teams. They are going on the edge. Empirical doing what he can. But on the other side, Smolder damage is coming through. And his GA is going to come up here fairly soon. Oh my god, Bro Swagula feeling something here, but he's got no team next to him. What was he thinking? The flash ulti onto Empirical, and Empirical just now able to free fire, but he walks completely into the Haymaker. But the damage is done. He's healing up on the backside. He's at 3/4 HP, dodging out Simi no Mas. And Simi no Mas, the red squad, is going to be taking you out. They lose none. As Simi no Mas is just going to cut the wave. A good choice. But going in too soon. And Stitch without the GA, you can see it was almost up. Should be up before the next fight, but this Baron push and the soul take. Our red team might be taking a lot here. Simi no Mas sees an angle on Onyxius, but Onyxius at this point is pretty tanky. But Muffin Man is going to have to get away from this. I don't think he's going to be able to. No, he's got no way to get away from this. Braswagula, Lynch Draco, and Wandering Monarch all over him. And Simi no Mas is still looking steals the blue buff, and he finds the chains onto APM. APM's gonna have to ulti right on his face. Flash away from Seaman Omas. Human Bane comes in, and APM, his cooldowns are back, but the lockdown and Empirical is here. Seaman Omas stole APM's ult, but it doesn't matter. Empirical's going to get the kill. And Seaman Omas bought a lot of time, but wasn't able to get the kill on APM as the Echo ult comes through. And they're going to have to stall out again. Hopefully get somebody on this rotation. Keep playing with the Lynch Draco lead, but I don't think he'll be able to push into any of these champs. As things calm down, there are no objectives. Both teams have to survive, not die by Vayne all alone. And Stitch finds himself at 60% HP to start, but he does have GA. Empirical, no GA, but has every buff possible. And Muffin Man is able to get a push now into Seaman Omas. Swagula, when you have your team behind you, you could look for an opportunity onto Empirical. But Human Bane is just ready to cast the ult, stop any engage. Lynch Draco is actually going to decide to go for Muffman in the top side. Is there going to be a dive in the mid lane? No, they are just going to attack here. And Seaman Omas is able to... Actually, he gets taken down in the top side. Muffin Man is pulling the 1v2. Wandering Monarch's coming over, but Empirical, Onyxius, and Human Bane actually went back to the fountain for a little bit of time. Muffin Man almost pulled out the 1v2. And if he did, that was probably going to be game over. But for now, it is just going to be an inner turret for the red team. We have dragons or Baron spawning in 2 minutes. Elder a minute after that. Both teams just trying to get some gold, get some power before these fights happen. Smolder probably about 1500 gold from completing his last item. Vayne fully built. Not easy to get onto and kill this time. Swagula trying to get into the jungle, look for some angles. Could look for Human Bane, could look for Empirical. Needs the extra damage to follow on top of. Both teams just playing it slowly. This Baron spawning in 50 seconds. Lynch Draco, he's coming over to the bot side, but Muffin Man is scaring him now. Level 19 versus level 20. Muffin Man is going to clear this out. Has no idea Lynch Draco's hiding in this bush. This could be a problem. APM maybe coming over. He finds him in the bush now. Muffin Man is going to engage onto Lynch Draco. APM is coming over. Lynch Draco gets a huge haymaker. And this is going to cause all of red team to fall back just to fight for this blue. And Wandering Monarch sees an angle on Onyxius. He's going to get rooted. And Human Bane is going to ult and Zonias, and Simi no Mas is going to fall. But Stitch is going to be hitting an Empirical. He's in melee of all 4 of the blue team. He's still alive. But the huge haymaker on the backside. He's still doing damage. Lynch Draco gets the pullback. And that's going to be the shutdown. Stitch and Lynch Draco are going to get the kills. They're going to push the waves. They're going to get the turrets. They could get the Elder. Do they have the time to win the game? 4 seconds left on Muffin Man. I don't think they can win the game, but they can definitely get the turret. They can definitely get an inhibitor if they wanted to. I don't think Muffin Man can stand up to the likes of Stitch here. Muffin Man, he's doing what he can to stop the Elder. He's getting here right now. Moving over on Vision. Stitch is on duty. Broswagula pushing forward. A little bit of a shield comes out. The teleport's coming in, and Muffin Man is going to fall. And Simi no Mas has teleported in on Nixius. Is going to have to get away. And with the Elder and probably with the Baron, the blue team is going to take a huge lead going into this late game. And I think the red squad might have to defend this Baron with only 4 teammates. APM is waiting over on the top side. Wait, they have no vision of this, do they? No. Okay, they get some vision now. Oh, and the chase down from Wandering Monarch, not letting APM in. Simi no Mas is going to go there as well. And it is a clean Baron take. APM not given any chance to steal. Elder, Baron. The push is coming out. Lynch Draco getting the kill on Muffin Man in the bot lane has sent this into disarray. Human Bane might still be able to clear this out. Lynch Draco does not have flash at the moment. Any catch? Simi no Mas maybe? He's pulling the wave forward, getting them sped up. Broswagula has the ulti available. APM is off on the side. He doesn't need to look for anything. They can keep clearing the waves. And Simi no Mas is actually going to find Onyxius' ult. It's a great ult for a team fight. And APM sneaks behind them to steal the wave. Lynch Draco is on the case. But they still have a minion here. Yep, and this turret is going to fall now. APM did what he could. But he's got to get back to the base now to secure defense for the red team. And the rotation to the top side, but APM, he goes golden in his own jungle behind enemy lines. And Wandering Monarch is going to get the kill as the top lane, a huge wave is now crashing into this turret. Second turret's going to fall. Mid turret's gone. Mid inhibitor is gone. Top inhibitor is going to fall next. And this looks like the victory march. Empirical, he's got his work cut out for him. Looks like Elder has fallen, but they still have the stacks from Mom. Mom comes through. Muffin Man is in the back line. He's hitting Simi no Mas. He might fall now. And Simi no Mas is going to push forward. The knockback to the fountain. And Human Bane can no longer clear the waves. Empirical has to push forward. He's pushing onto Simi no Mas. He gets him. Wandering Monarch is still hitting the Nexus, and Stitch is able to get the kill on the Nexus, and Teemo is going to win 2-0. All right. That is going to be the game. Some good games here. Late games for sure. 63k smolder damage, 58k set damage, 66k for Empirical on the Vayne, 21 kill Vayne, doing everything he can. But Teemo is the team to take it in the end. I hope everyone enjoyed that match of the week. We got some matches coming up for y'all later. Let's look up what that might be. Let's see. We have tomorrow BN versus When in Rome. That's Bourbon Nasher, I believe. Wait, there's like 5 games tomorrow. Oh my god, the 11 o'clock game. I love it. 2 o'clock OTT versus When in Rome. Wait, When in Rome has a double header. That is crazy. When in Rome's going to be very busy week 2 and week 3 getting knocked out on the same Sunday. Let's see. Bourbon Nasher as well with the doubleheader tomorrow. The week 3 versus When in Rome and the week 2 versus 2. TBD versus R2R. Wait. Bourbon Nasher's got 2 games. So okay, so there's only 4 games happening tomorrow. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm sure some of these are going to get casted tomorrow. You have a full day of league coming at you. Hope you all enjoyed these beer league matches tonight. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.